Hey folks, made it to 1,001 subscribers today. I thought I'd explain why I paint my axe handles. So I just had to put a new axe handle on this today. And since I didn't have one on hand, I had to buy this from the hardware store, and it came as a 36. And so I cut it down to a 28. But anyway, why I paint my handles, I went with yellow this time. They didn't have any bright neon orange paint or hot pink. So this is what I went with. But as you guys may have noticed, I don't like to carry my axe in a scabbard. I just tuck it into my belt. And most of the time I just toss my axe from tree to tree. And so having it painted helps me to find it, because I have lost a few axes before. But anyway, went with the candy cane twist on it, something a little snazzier than normal. I wrap my, well, whatever you call this, the neck, I guess, of the handle with 5 or 6 wraps of black tape. A couple reasons I do that: helps from overstrike, which I try not to do very often, but I still occasionally do. But one of the main reasons why I do it is I've hit wedges so hard before where I've split right up the middle of my handle here. And guys say that grain orientation doesn't really matter on a straight handle. Well, to me it does. This has got a pretty good grain orientation. It's almost up and down vertical. But when you drive wedges hard, you'll have a tendency to split where it starts running out right here, and it'll split right up into the center of the handle. And then it'll continue all the way up, and then your head will come loose. And so that's one reason I wrap this really tight, and it seems to help keep that from happening. Like I said, this got a pretty good grain structure in it, grain orientation, so I'm not too worried about it with this handle. But that's one reason why I do that. And so I just thought I'd go over that. And then, like I said, this was a 36-inch handle. I cut it down to a 28. I like a fairly long handle. A lot of guys like to run 24 or shorter. But anyway, I run a bunch of tape around the end of this, kind of as a pommel. So, because like I said, I cut the pommel off when I shortened this up. But anyway, that's why there's tape there. And then, like I said, why I like a long handle is I run a pretty light head. It's only a 3-pound head, but I can get a lot of speed with this. And I'm not going to say that guys don't know how to drive wedges, but I will say I don't think a lot of guys know how to use their body weight to get the maximum out of their swing. A lot of guys just swing the axe, but if you're really trying to put a lot of power into your swing, it's like swinging a bat. You need to turn your hips in and then whip that axe on around, and you can get a lot of power that way. I don't see a lot of guys really turning their hips into their swing, and that's pretty important for driving wedges, especially if you're using a fairly light head. I think a lot of guys rely more on having a heavy head and just using the power of the axe rather than the power of their body. And so that's kind of why I like a long handle with a small head. And I've been gonna make a video about how to get the maximum amount of power out of your swings when beating wedges. Why do I like a light axe with a long handle? It's less weight. I don't like to carry any more weight than I absolutely have to out there. I don't like a bunch of shit hanging off of me. I don't. I want a wedge pouch and my tape, and then this most of the time just gets chucked from tree to tree. And so that's basically that. Want to say thank you, Tasman. You rock, buddy. You helped me get over the 1,000 subscriber mark. Really appreciate that. Welcome to all the new folks. Thank you to everybody who's been here for a long time. I really appreciate you guys taking the time to watch my videos and, you know, the comments. You guys are great. So anyway, just thought I'd share that with you guys, and we'll catch you on the next one. See ya.